Okay, in this video I want to go over the trimming operations in the scanner. And if we go back to our workflow and we hit on trim, I'm going to go out of order here. And the reason why I went out of order is that I want to trim this model before I align it, because if I feel that if I were to align it then trim it, a lot of these things would be in the area of my model when I align the two families together, and I don't want to do that. So in your trim mode, you have your this is your pointer mode, which allows you to navigate around your window. And here you have your selection modes, which you can either add to your selection or take away from your selection. And so if you have your brush here, you can use your brush to draw on elements like that and like this. And you notice that it highlights red. And then when you click on here, it trims those elements out of your scan. Okay. You can also use your you have a square and a rectangle brush. You can zoom out and you can surround an area like that, and it adds it to your trim area. If you click on that, it cuts it out there like that. And if you want to navigate, you always have to come back here and navigate your shape here. And so I want to position this like so. So that now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to use my polygonal tool. This is the one I like to use the most. I'm going to cut out that part right there. Oops. That turns that red. And we clip that out. Okay, and it clips it out of each one of the sub-members of the scan there. And you always have to get back into your navigate mode when you want to navigate around. And I have to clip out this platen here. And I try to find a view that will work really good for me to get most of this out here. And I'm going to use this tool, my polygonal tool, once again. And I'm going to surround this. And I'm going to trim that out. And you notice that it trims it out of each one of the sub-scans. Each one of the individual scans from family B. It gets rid of them. Okay, and get back into navigate mode. And I can use my rectangle around that area. Trim that. And here I want to get back into my mode here. Zoom in here. And get rid of the screw head. Like so. Trim that out. And always make sure you go back into navigate mode when you want to navigate around, and have to decide here. I'm going to get my paint tool here, and I'm just going to paint this. And I don't care about this too much because I'm going to cap off that bottom anyway, and that's trimmed. And it's clean. Okay, that's trimmed and clean. And that's basically how you go about doing your trim operations. Okay, and you use that, you use the trim tool to get rid of unwanted areas of your model. And in the next tutorial, I'm going to align this model, and then align scan family B back with Scan Family A to complete the model. But this is a good place to stop because I think I've covered and given you a nice overview of how to use the trim tools. But note once again, you can see the textured version here. There's also, you can see the overlapping meshes here, and you can also see the point cloud. So all of that information is still there for you. But now both models are trimmed, and when I fuse them together, when I align them together, I won't have to trim them with all of that noisy data around it. I'll just have the object, which is why I did it in that way.